Welcome to Spurs Focus, your go-to spot for daily Tottenham news, transfers, and match updates. Don't forget to support the channel by hitting that subscribe button now. Let's dive into today's top story. Tottenham loanee Luka Vuskovic admitted he may have broken his finger in frustration before going on to score his first Bundesliga goal for Hamburg. The 18-year-old Croatian centre-back hit the post in anger after missing a chance, only to find the net minutes later in a 2-1 win over Heidenheim, marking a proud milestone in his young career. Spurs defender Luka Vuskovic has claimed he suffered a broken finger before netting his first goal of the season on loan at Hamburger SV. The young Croatian centre-back officially joined Tottenham in July after a deal was struck with Hajduk Split back in September 2023. The 18-year-old caught the eye in pre-season, netting and assisting in a 2-0 friendly victory over League One side Reading, before signing on the dotted line with HSV in late August. He is now off the mark in the Bundesliga after finding the target in Saturday's 2-1 home victory over Heidenheim. However, Vuskovic has now revealed he fears he fractured his finger when beating his right hand against the post in frustration after missing a chance in the 27th minute. The teenager told German outlet Hamburger Morgenpost after the game, "I probably broke a finger. It's an old injury. I broke my finger a few months ago. But I was so angry about missing such a great opportunity that I hit the post with my hand. It will heal, don't worry." Vuskovic also shared after rifling in his first goal, adding, "I'm very proud, very emotional, and hope it wasn't my last goal. I just hope the goal wouldn't be taken back." The Croatia international's injury was evidently minor, as the strike came just 18 minutes after he thumped the post in anger. His older brother Mario also plays for Hamburg, but he is currently unavailable due to a doping ban, which will run until November 2026. Still, Spurs ace Vuskovic has been well received by the HSV faithful, particularly given he snubbed a number of other loan offers from Europe to move to the German side. He continued when asked to comment on his relationship with his brother. "This means a lot to me. Ever since I started playing football, he's wished me good luck before every game. I'm really proud to have a brother like that." Tottenham made it clear they did not want to include a buy option within the loan agreement with Hamburg, as they feel the young prospect has a huge future in North London. Thomas Frank is believed to have weighed up keeping Vuskovic as part of his squad this season, but collectively, the club decided his development would be better served with regular minutes. Last season, Vuskovic spent time on loan at KVC Westerlo in Belgium, where he scored 7 goals in 36 Jupiler Pro League appearances. Gareth Bale has opened up about life after football, revealing how he's embracing family time, golf, and a normal life since hanging up his boots in 2022. The Welsh legend, who retired at just 33, says his days are now filled with school runs, holidays, and enjoying the moments he once missed during his glittering career at Tottenham, Real Madrid, and with Wales. Welsh football icon Gareth Bale has shared insights into his new life in retirement after bidding farewell to his football career at the age of 33. The Cardiff-born superstar ended an extraordinary career following the 2022 World Cup, retiring as Wales' most capped player with 111 appearances and their all-time top scorer, having netted 41 times in the iconic red shirt. He also guided Wales to 3 major tournaments, with the campaign in Qatar marking their first World Cup in 64 years. On the club front, Bale kicked off his career at Southampton before rising to fame at Tottenham Hotspur and securing a then world record £85 million transfer to Real Madrid. It was there that he clinched 5 Champions Leagues and 3 La Liga titles, cementing his status as one of the most decorated players of the modern era, as he wrapped up his playing days in MLS with Los Angeles FC. Less than 3 years after hanging up his boots, Bale concedes that his day-to-day life now looks quite different indeed. Speaking to Wales Online at the Gareth Bale Festival of Sport at the Celtic Manor, the former winger spilled the beans on how he's spending his time in retirement. Here's what he had to say. Since retiring, Bale has been making the most of his newfound free time, dedicating as much of it as possible to his family. Bale, who tied the knot with his childhood love Emma Rees-Jones in 2019, is a proud father to 4 children, Alba, Nava, Axel and Zander, the youngest born in 2021. The pressures of professional football often meant that Bale missed out on precious moments with his growing brood. Now he's making up for lost time by creating unforgettable memories with them, including holidays to Abu Dhabi, Lapland and the United States. In a confession that will resonate with many parents, the Welsh football icon admits his kids keep him very busy, with a lot of taxi driving now featuring prominently in his daily routine. "I'm just doing a bit of everything, having a normal life really," he shared with Wales Online. "I'm with the family quite a lot, spending time with my wife, playing some golf. I'm doing the normal things and not having too much to do, but enough to keep me busy. I knew football wasn't going to last forever. I'm just spending time with my family, enjoying that time. I'm keeping involved in football by doing some stuff on the TV, but my kids keep me very busy. It's great to now have that time to spend with them and not be away every weekend and missing a lot of them growing up. So yeah, just being able to go out and be a dad, finally. I'm still relatively new into retirement, so I'm still enjoying that phase of relaxing a bit and enjoying being around my family a bit more rather than being away every week. I'm enjoying watching my kids grow up, as I feel I missed a lot when I was playing. So it's great to be able to spend time with them. I'm spending time a bit of everywhere. To be honest," he added, "the kids are in school, so can't go to too many places. But yeah, a bit of here, there and everywhere really, seeing friends, family and enjoying that time relaxing." With his children aged between 4 and 12, Bale reveals they're beginning to dabble in various sports, football included. Yet despite his status as arguably Wales, if not Britain's finest ever footballer, he's determined not to pile pressure on them, should they choose to follow his path. "They're all trying and doing as much as they would like to do," he said. "I've got too many kids, so there's a lot of taxi driving, but it's about encouraging them, and I just want them to enjoy it for what it is. I don't care if they become anything, I want them to enjoy the sport as a kid, playing with their friends and getting real fun from it. My son is getting into football more. They're so young. I just want them to enjoy playing football. I don't want them to have any pressure on them because of their surname. I just want my kids to have fun and enjoy football for what it is, like I did when I was younger. Obviously I was lucky enough to then make a career out of it, but I just want them to have fun playing with their friends." Thomas Frank had plenty to discuss after his Tottenham side fought back to draw 2-2 at Brighton on Saturday afternoon in the Premier League. Spurs went behind just 8 minutes into the match at the Amex Stadium as the Seagulls scored from their first attack. Jorginho Rutter curled a pass into Yankuba Minte's run, and the Gambian attacker outpaced the stunned Tottenham defence, rounded Guglielmo Vicario and poked the ball home. Brighton doubled their advantage on 31 minutes with a rocket shot from Yassin Ayari that Vicario should have done better with. Richarlison grabbed a key goal back before the break for Spurs, when Mohamed Kudus's shot struck the Brazilian in the box and he hooked the loose ball home. The visitors were the better side in the second half and created a number of chances, with substitute Javi Simons playing a key role. The leveller eventually came on 82 minutes when the Dutchman picked out Kudus on the right flank and the Ghana international's cross hit Brighton defender Jan-Paul van Hecker on the leg and deflected into the net. Our Tottenham correspondent Alasdair Gold was among those putting the questions to Frank after the draw. Here's the full transcript from the press conference at the Amex Stadium. "Yeah, very happy with that. Spoke about mentality before the game to the players. That to go down here against a good Brighton side, away from home on the back end of our first Champions League game, it's all about mentality. Of course, we need structure and tactics and game plan and all that. We like to praise ourselves as coaches, but in the end of the day, it's mentality to stay in there when it's tough. And I love the way we started the game, away from home. Just boom, on top of it. I don't think Brighton were over the halfway line in the first whatever. I can't remember when they scored, 10, 12 minutes or whatever it was. Then they scored a goal where praise to Brighton, we can do better, and it's like this close to being offside. We keep going, keep on it. And then great goal, but Vic can do better. Very happy with him, spoke to him, so I think he had a great season for us, and it happens. But we keep going, we stay in the game, stick to the game plan, and I thought we looked physically strong. I thought the players looked strong and were intense throughout the game, even though we had a midweek game, which I'm very happy with the physical preparation during pre-season and everything the team have done, with big help from the performance staff at Tottenham. So the mentality, the physical aspect, I thought was key. And coming here where last year we came here and were 2-0 up, lost 3-2. Now we're 2-0 down and come back 2-2. I think it's good. And if there should have been a winner in my eyes, and maybe slightly biased, I think it should have been us. I think the amount of crosses, the amount of touches in the opponent's box, the amount of nearby, and also chances was more than enough to win the game. Exceptional. He was exceptional today. He was unstoppable almost, going forward. And I think also it was a bit unfortunate. It was Wilson who had to track him on the situation, because it was a little bit of a high-pressure situation, the Brighton wonder goal. But he just completely took him out going forward. Very good. Just top. Yeah, I'm very, very pleased with that. I think Xavi came in and did exactly what we thought he could do in that 10 position. Of course, he had a good pre-season and he played 2 games in Germany and all that, but he's still coming into a team and all that. And I think on any other day, he'd score a goal. He got a great finish on the first one, great save from Verbruggen. And the other one, he missed times. And I think maybe he could have got an assist to Richie. Where Lucas takes the ball, he doesn't see him. I think he can play both. I think he can easily play the left winger. That can go more inside. I also think he'd have the right position too. Sometimes the playmakers, they drift to the side because there's no space in the middle. So I think he can do that. But 10, obviously he can play that as well. I'm very, very pleased with it. I think there was also a situation the first half, the way we sprinted back on our recovery runs, that's goosebumps, that's bread and butter. But you want to be a resilient team because we play against good teams and it will be difficult sometimes. But it's a good group of players, they want to perform. They are disappointed after the game. Even when we come back, they wanted to win, of course. I also think the overall performance played in, I think maybe this was our most complete performance so far in the season. I know you can say we conceded 2 goals, but I think actually there were so many positives overall in the game. Also the high pressure, the man-to-man, very aggressive. But as you say, that resilience in the group, that mentality is good.